Yeah, so here we are in Germany, our last day of competition in the Palmolive World Cup in St. Peter-Ording. Except one day with everyday wind here. So as I said, this is the last day. Everybody's a little tired from a long event, and yesterday we had a big concert here. So many of the people, spectators, the crew went partying, and ending here with 2 races in the last day, I think is a great finaling of this event here. We had great conditions, and I think sponsors and everybody's pretty happy so far. Yeah, this week, as I said, we had plenty of wind except one day, various conditions with waves, small waves, chop, strong wind, less strong wind. We competed with a little bit of rain in the beginning of the event. The freestyle is always very demanding here. The riders really have to make a right decision before they go out in the water to take the right kite. The wind varies also quite a bit. So all those factors make it quite demanding on as well the crew as the riders to go out with the right equipment and then in those 7 minutes perform correctly to keep advancing and try to make it obviously to final and win. So those guys who made it to the top 8, they were really on top of their game. Our second discipline here in St. Peter-Ording in the Palmolive World Cup was racing. Racing is normally, if you take it seen over a period of 5-6 days, the discipline we usually perform with less wind. The strong wind days, we are out there with freestyle or big air board off, but here we had so many days of wind that we could also send out the racers with a lot of different conditions, strong wind. So the guys always complain and would like to have some strong wind races. Also really enjoyed competing here. We had beginning of the week lighter wind races, and you will see still the same winner more or less. So not really our third discipline, but once we finished our first and second discipline, we have a big air board off competition. This is something that is really exciting to watch for the spectators, because it's really easy to see who goes really big, which determines 80% of your score. And once we finished the double elimination of the freestyle, the wind picked up a little bit more and therefore made it perfect for having our last, let's call it discipline here, a big air board off. And it couldn't have been better timing. We finished relatively early with the freestyle around 1 o'clock, had an hour lunch break, wind picked up as I said, and then the guys were just had another 3 hours of big fun, lots of spectators, huge jumps with board offs, where the rider actually takes the board off in the air, performs a certain maneuver and puts it back under his feet before he lands. So that's quite demanding and difficult, especially in windy conditions when your board tends to blow away while you take it off your feet. So that was the finishing touch, I would say, on this event, to have that discipline done as well. And we don't have it that often, but here it suited perfect in the program of the World Cup. So towards the end of a competition, you're really looking forward, and you have your discussions what we can improve for next year. But Germany is the event on the tour here which is close to perfect organized, so therefore there's not that much to improve. We as the PKRA crew would like to see this event come back on the tour next year, and I think it will be happening again, so we'll all be looking forward to come back here in St. Peter-Ording for the next World Cup in 2011.